We're going live now. Hopefully. Okay. Hi, everyone. Hi. Hi. Well, forgot to prepare anything to talk about again, so it's just gonna be me rambling with the chat until I run out of water, I guess. But hi. 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 Uh, thank you all. 3,000 is a huge number. I'm still nervous when I do these. I'm still not used to doing these. Hi, Shadow. Hi, Duel. Hi. Uh, yeah, I'm still not used to doing these. uh, is it hi? Is it Dow Dow or Dodo? Is it Dow Dow or Dodo? Uh, Hi, Virtue. I've been getting on good with the heat duel. I got sunburnt a couple days ago, a couple weeks ago, but mostly it's mostly healed up now. Uh, Dodo. Okay, hi, Dodo. Hi, Anne Marie. Uh, Hi, Jessica. Uh, Hi, Terence. Thank you. But yeah, thank you all. 3,000 is. I never know what to say for these other than thank you, and it's a huge number. 3,000 is it's, it's huge. Thank you, Jessica. I'm doing good today, Shadow. I'm doing good. Hi, Z. Thank you. Thank you, Z. Uh, thank you, Shadow. Hi, Maya. I think I checked. I don't check Social Blade often, but I checked Social Blade. Uh, I checked Social Blade a couple days ago, and apparently that puts me in the top 3 million of all people on YouTube, the top 3.5 million people on YouTube, which is scary, frankly. Yeah, uh, I'm apparently in the top 3.5 million. Sounds like a lot, but when you consider how many YouTube channels there are, that's scary. I'm in the top 3.5 million. It's um, three, um, please get some sleep, Shadow. It's 11 for me as well, but I don't really have anything to do in the morning tomorrow, so I would have scheduled this for a couple days ago, but or yesterday or the day before, but I was busy. Hi, Gigi. Hi, Gigi. Yeah, I would have scheduled this for a couple days earlier, but I was busy on Saturday, so I couldn't. I was busy yesterday and I was busy on Friday, so it pretty much had to be today. Uh, yeah. Hi, Gigi. Uh, but don't worry about missing it, Shadow. Please get some sleep. You need it. Uh, what do I talk about? I'm not good at this. Um, uh, it's very cool, Elijah. Uh, I've never been to America, but I've heard Miami's beautiful. Uh, have fun. Have fun. Uh, What do I talk about? I think I've said this in just about every stream I've done, but this is difficult, and I need to keep thinking of things to say while I'm thinking of things to say, so that you don't get bored. What audios have I got coming up? Well, at the moment, what ones can I say without giving too much away? I'm in the middle of writing William Part 5, and I've had Part 4 for my original. Hi Jay. Hi Jay. Thank you for coming. But yeah, I've got William Part 5. I'm in the middle of writing William Part 5. And I've had Part 4 for my original Yandere series on the back burner for ages, because that's a difficult one to write, but I think I'm making progress with that one. So yeah, those are the main ones that I'm focusing on writing at the moment. I've also Tailwind Part 4, but I've hit a bit of a block. I know Tailwind isn't the most popular series on my channel, but I do put a lot of effort into writing that one, because I like writing him as a character. One second, I need to put my Discord on Do Not Disturb. I've left that to just ping away. 1 second. There we go. Which audio is my favourite that I've done so far? I'd say the one I'm most proud of overall would be the original Doctor Who Regeneration audio. But Tailwind Part 3 on an editing level is... I'm really proud of Tailwind Part 3 on an editing level. And even... Anyway, as I was saying with Tailwind, yeah... It's hard because my mind keeps going back and forth with what's in the channel and what I was trying to say and all of that. So sorry if I'm just going back and forth on topics. Hi Deja. But yeah, I haven't started writing Tailwind Part 4, but I'm figuring out what I want to do with that one. And I know he's not the most popular character on my channel, but I really do enjoy writing him. He's fun to write. And I like the story I've got planned for him. Okay, good night, Shadow. What else can I say? Already answered the what's my favourite that I've got done so far. Thank you, Jessica. I really do like writing that series. He's a lot of fun to write. Thank you, Deja. Thank you. Hi, Serenity. Hi. Thank you, Dodo. Thank you. I'm glad that you're enjoying my videos. You can hear how you can always hear how nervous I am with trying to think of with these when I keep going and stuff. Yeah, d- 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 uh, um, I'm not even particularly okay, deep breaths. Um, I'm just gonna keep going for the whole stream, aren't I? Where was I in the chat? Uh, 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 there are 18 people watching now, which is that's a lot of. I don't think I could speak in front of 18 people live. That's I get anxiety easily, but just it's different just looking at it as a number. But if it was like in person, I don't think I could speak in front of 18 people. Where was I in the chat? I think I read Dodo's. Thank you, Dodo. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying my videos, and it's nice to meet you as well, Serenity. Congrats, Anne Marie. Congrats. Right, breathe. I, I don't know how far behind the chat is because I can't unmute the stream thing in the corner because then it'll like start playing back through the mic and then you'll get like this weird echo. So I've really no idea how far behind you guys are from what I'm saying. Yes, Serenity, you did walk into me being speechless, and I suppose it doesn't help that I'm just all over the place with the chat with how far behind you all are. So I'm reading comments that are posts that are like yeah, it's I'm just confusing myself, but I've got to catch up with where the chat is. I'm not gonna lie, he all the time reminds me of the Wolf Shadow series, and it gives me good vibes. Since that was how I found. Thank you, Duel. Yeah, the Wolf Shadow series was a lot of fun to do. Eris, who wrote that series, is amazing. I might have a small idea in my head for a Wolf Shadow season 2, but I'd have to ask Eris for permission to write that. Because she wrote the first one. But and if I do it, I'm gonna be saving it for like the channel's anniversary. So, yeah. There, I do have. Uh, Serenity, you can make a confidence video for me if you want. If you want, you don't have to though. So one of you asked a question up here, and there is Jessica. I want to start writing some scripts. I was wondering if you have any advice. My main advice for script writing would be sort of bullet point. Really depends on what kind of script you want to write. For like story based scripts, it's different from comfort based scripts, which are different from other types of really. I mainly write more story based ones. So for those, what you want to do is you want to have like an idea of what you want for the story planned in your head, and then you want to what I do is you want to bullet point. You want to bullet point all the the points that you need the script story to cover, and then you want to sort of plan it out like it's a conversation. Let's see. Oh, okay. I feel like we should be. If you want to chant me on with pom poms, you can. Hi Nessa. Hi Nessa. Uh, yeah, Eris is amazing. Yeah, Eris is amazing. Uh, Eris is amazing, and I, I don't think Eris is watching right now. She, but she's amazing. She was the one who, again, she wrote the Wolf's Shadow series, which was really the first series that got popular on my channel. The first Wolf's Shadow video is, I think it's still my third most popular video, which is, and she also was the one that she's also the one who properly introduced me to the community, which is amazing. So even though I don't think she's watching, I'd like to thank her. She's great, and thank you, Serenity. Thank you for the 3,000. Thank you for the congratulations. I, I don't think I would go as far as to say it's the best series ever, but thank you, Nessa. Um, it's uh, uh, um, what else can I say? Um, um, uh, yeah, most people did find my channel through the Wolf's Shadow series. That's thank you, Dio. I um I'm trying to say my mind, but that just saying my mind doesn't come naturally to me. I'm used to like really planning out everything I'm going to say. Um, and 10 people, even though we've dropped from 18 to 10, that's still a lot of people, and I don't want to just. I say this about 20 times in every live stream. Hi Sin, yeah. Hi Catherine. I say this about 20 times in every live stream I do, but it's really. I've already said it in this live stream, and I say about 20 times in every live stream. But yeah, it's like, I need to keep talking. So you're not just looking at the still image. Uh, and just right, breathe. That is it bad that the chat needs to remind me to breathe? We can talk about that. Is it bad that is it bad that the chat needs to remind me to breathe? Yeah. Okay. Yes, Dodo. I do like anime. I'm watching I'm currently going through what's it called? My Hero Academia for the first time, and it's been good so far. And yeah, yeah, it has been boiling here. Yeah. Yeah, the temperature has been the temperature has been boiling here. Uh, yeah. uh, Tell me the top 3 proudest moments in your channel and what are my goals. Well, the 3 proudest moments for the channel would probably be just the a top 3 for the proudest moments of the channel. I guess it would be one of them would have to be the second Doctor Who video, which was the mega collab with so many people. It was that took ages to put together for a few reasons, and it was amazing getting everyone, like getting so many people to, like, so many people. I could barely fit them into the tweet announcing it. That was amazing to put together. And yeah. 2 more proud moments for the channel. I struggle to put things into like lists on the spot. Editing as I said, I'm really proud of like the amount of editing that went into Tailwind Part 3. So that one I'm pretty proud of. I suppose the last thing on the list isn't even something related to my own channel, but I canonically play a character in. I play a character who canonically exists in Eris's Pen series, which is amazing. I got to be in one of the biggest series that inspired. I got to be in one of like the main series that inspired me, which is great. I got to be in Eris's Pen series. Even if it was only a couple lines, I still got to be in there, which is great. Where am I with the chat? I think I need to scroll up. I need to scroll up. Where am I with the chat? We've had that question. My goals. I don't really have any big goals at the moment. I'd like to increase the number of original scripts that I do versus Reddit scripts. Yeah, I'd like to. At the moment, I'd say about a quarter or a third of my videos were written or improvised by me, and I'm trying to increase that number. Maybe to about 50-50 if I can. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get faster at writing the scripts, which I think I am. And hopefully I'll be able to maybe say, okay, one of the 2 videos a week is a Reddit script and one of them is an original script eventually. But I wouldn't say that's like a concrete goal. That's just something I'm moving towards. Who's my favourite in MHA so far? Well, I'm only actually about halfway through the 2nd season at the moment, and a lot of the characters haven't been given a lot of focus yet. yeah, a lot of the characters haven't really been given much focus yet. I'd like some of the side characters to get more focus. Their names are escaping me. I like the bird guy who's basically got a JoJo stand. But their names are escaping me by the right now. What's my favorite type of anime? I like shonen. I also like sci-fi. High Corpse. Hi Newbie. Hi. Is it Elios or Elios or yeah Tokiyami. Yeah, I'm sorry. His name's just basically every character's names escape me because I was put on the spot there. Um, um, I can't. Hi Crystal. Hi Crystal. Hi Elios. How don't know how that's pronounced. I'm sorry. I might live. I've been good, Crystal. I'm glad you could make it. I've been doing good. I was thinking of maybe planning on publicly releasing the script that I wrote for the last video, the werewolf one I put out on Friday. I was thinking of maybe publicly releasing that script on Reddit. But I haven't really. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet. I haven't released any of my scripts. Speaking of that video, that how do I bring this up? Some of my videos are set in the, even though they don't connect to the story. Thank you, Crystal. I'm glad you liked it. I was really worried about the voice so I did on that one, but a lot of people seem to like that one. So, yeah, but yeah, a lot of my videos are, not all of them, not even all the ones that I wrote, but a lot of them are set in the same universe. I don't really have a name for that universe at the moment, but a lot of them are set in the same universe. It's not as interconnected as like Eris's Pen universe or I think it's Shadowy Whispers universe or anything like that, but some of them are set in the same universe. Yeah, that werewolf video is set in the William Allister universe that I don't have a name for yet. So is the Gremlin video. Interestingly, so is Project Artemis, the robot. I thought about calling it the Zetaverse or something like that, but that would kind of imply that all of my videos are set in there when not all of them are. Yeah, Project Artemis, the robots in that universe. The human sacrifice is in that universe and slightly connected to the. Okay, bye Serenity. Good luck on your work, Serenity. Thank you. I'm trying my best. But yeah. But yeah, the robot Project Artemis, the Gremlin. I'll pull up the list of the one because I've got all the files for that one set in a different folder than the rest of my videos. The Gremlin, yeah, the werewolf one I released on Friday. The Gremlin, Project Artemis, Alistair William, and the Human Sacrifice are all in the same. Okay, I'll call you Casey if you want me to. If you want me to, Serenity or Casey, I guess. Uh, but yeah. Also, I considered maybe making the. This is one of my really older videos, and I wasn't even particularly proud of that at the time. But the escaping the space station one, I was considering making that part of that universe, but yeah. Thank you for reminding me to breathe again. There we go. Yeah, the escaping the space station one. I was considering making that part of the same universe. I was considering making that part of the as of yet unnamed William Alistair universe. But I'm not sure. If it is, it's so much further in the future than anything else. It doesn't matter. So yep, that's yeah. Just so yeah, the Project Artemis robot exists in the same universe as werewolves and vampires and stuff. Yeah. Please give me more to talk about. I'm not good at the. Deal. My most controversial Doctor Who opinion. Oh, that's a difficult. Oh, I could say so much for that. I don't. Oh, I could say so much for that. I think what I'm gonna go for my most controversial Doctor Who opinion would be, and this isn't gonna make sense to most of you because it's not even it's not even related to the show. It's related to expanded universe stuff. Looms. Looms are not just any opinion related to looms in Doctor Who is going to. I don't know how much of you are Doctor Who fans that are deep enough to know about looms, but that is one of the most hot. That is one of the most hotly debated topics in the deeper parts of the Doctor Who fandom. And so I'd say my most controversial Doctor Who opinion is I like looms. I'm not going to elaborate on that. For those, I'm not going to give context for what that means for people who don't know. But looms. I like the concept of looms. What else can I say? You don't have to think of a cool names for my universe. If you don't have to, if you don't want to, Crystal. I'll think of a name for it eventually. He said 7 months after you released the first video set in that universe. Okay, Dodo. Uh, yeah. Yeah. You looked up what looms are. Have you? Looms. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna again, Deal. I'm not gonna elaborate what looms are. Expanded universe Doctor Who gets really weird. It can get really weird at times. It's if you've looked it up, just know whether looms are canon or not is one of the what most hotly debated topics among the deeper parts of the Doctor Who fandom. Yeah, it's like yeah, it's the concept of looms is cool, but it's uh, have a the concept of looms is really cool, but it's just been contradicted, and I really like the idea of them, but the show itself has just contradicted the idea too many times for it's so as much as I really like to cling to the idea of them, and I think they're really cool, the show has contradicted the existence of them too many times. Am I going to be doing any more Minecraft streams? I thought about maybe I don't think I'll be doing any more on YouTube, but I was thinking about maybe setting up a Twitch and doing semi-irregular streams of lots of different games, but I'm still not 100% sure on that. Maybe I'll do another Minecraft stream for 4K or something, if I don't set up a Twitch. You just had the exact same reaction Deal had. That's amazing. You just had the exact same reaction Deal had. Yeah. Yeah. That's amazing. If you think that's bizarre, that's not even as bizarre as the Doctor Who expanded universe gets. The Doctor Who universe is things like Zagreus, which is a massive mess of a story. Oh no, now Crystal's going to look up what looms are. At this point I might just explain it. We need more controversial Doctor Who opinions. Bye, Jessica. Good night. You're welcome. More controversial Doctor Who opinions then. Okay. I really like Zagreus as a story, even though it's a massive, confusing mess. I really like Zagreus as a story. I might elaborate on that one. Zagreus is... I don't fully understand Zagreus, so I don't think I can explain it, but is a massive convoluted mess, and I love it. Uh, yeah, it's another controversial Doctor Who opinion. Also, expanded universe. Like you'll find the expanded universe is where a lot of the controversial Doctor Who opinions lie, because while things in the show, debates around the show can get very heated at times, see the Timeless Child discussions, they also just kind of get resolved with a general consensus after a short while. But if the expanded universe stuff, since there's less people talking about that stuff, these debates can end up going on for years and just escalate really quickly. So yeah. Another one is that this is not so much a one that people would hotly debate me on, but it's more of a okay. Okay, Crystal. It's not so much a hotly debated one, but it's one that would turn a couple heads if I said it in Doctor Who expanded universe circles, and that's that I don't mind Thomas Brewster as a companion. He's a companion who appeared in a couple of the Fifth Doctor and a couple of the Sixth Doctor radio plays, but quickly disappeared because he was fairly unpopular. But I don't actually mind him. I like him for a lot of the same reasons that I like Turlough as a companion. I like it when the show. I like it when companions aren't the normal type of person you'd expect the Doctor to pick up. For example, Turlough, who's in the show, the main show itself, a Fifth Doctor companion, he's not the normal personality that you'd expect the Doctor to travel with. He's a very self-serving character. He's not the normal kind of person that the Doctor travels with, which creates interesting dynamics that you don't get from any other companions, if you understand what I'm going on about. And with Thomas Brewster, he actually stole the TARDIS from the Doctor briefly, which has set up a really brilliant dynamic that I don't think was fully explored to its proper extent, because he wasn't a popular character, so Big Finish done away with him quite quickly, which is a shame. Yeah, I really like the dynamic that Thomas Brewster wasn't a I'm glad that I could have introduced you to the show, Ruby. I'm glad that I could introduce you to the show. Please check it out. Please check it out. I can ramble about Doctor Who for hours. How long have I been? I honestly could ramble about Doctor Who for hours. Yeah. I really could. I have gone on seven post rambles about it on my Discord server before. I have. Seven post. Whatever. Honestly, yeah, I could just rename this stream to Zeta Rambles about Doctor Who for forever. But no, this is the 3,000 subscribers celebration stream. Welcome back, Crystal. Uh, um, uh, Hi, Sarah. Hi. I'm glad you could make it. I've just been rambling about. If you want to ask anything else that isn't Doctor Who related, any of you can. But I really would be fine to ramble about it forever. Ramble about it forever. Yeah. Uh, uh, yeah. Hi, Sarah. They've been asking me my various controversial Doctor Who opinions. Yeah. Um, Trying to think of a. Hi, Talia. I'm glad you could make it. I'm glad you could make it, Talia. Hi, Masquerading Dragon. I'm glad you could make it too. Everyone joins after I finish my doc. Okay, if you want me to keep going, Dodo. Trying to think of a controversial Doctor Who opinion I have that relates to the actual show itself and not the. Hi, Faye. I'm glad you could make it too. Yeah, but I'm trying to think of a controversial Doctor Who opinion that relates to the show itself and not the expanded universe. Let's see. Let's see. Do. Let's see. This isn't so much a controversial opinion, but again, it would turn a couple heads. I think the 5 Doctors is better than the 3 Doctors, which, if you don't know, the 3 Doctors was the 10th anniversary special in 1973, and the 5 Doctors was the 20th anniversary special in 1983. Yeah, I think the 5 Doctors, despite the fact that, for obvious reasons, William Hartnell couldn't appear and Tom Baker was unable to appear, didn't want to appear. I still think it's the better episode than the 3 Doctors. Maybe that's just nostalgia for the episode, because I did have that on DVD when I was 7 or 8. Yeah, it is a fair opinion, but it would turn a couple heads. The 3 Doctors is more widely regarded as the better of the 2 specials. It is a fair opinion, though. Whatever. Can I think of a controversial? When did I first start getting into Doctor Who? Before I can actually remember. I genuinely, before I can actually remember. My earliest clear memory of Doctor Who was some point in season 2. It was either Impossible Planet or Satan Pit, whichever one was the second of the 2. That's my earliest clear memory, but I have a few very vague memories of even before that. So yeah, I've been watching it longer than I can remember. Um, how do I feel about New Who as opposed to the classic series? I uh, how do I feel about New Who as compared to the classic series? Hmm. Uh, I really do like the classic series. But the classic series could be uh, the classic series could be very sterile at times. Like it didn't deal with character like it dealt with character development, but it didn't really like explore its characters much until like that's not entirely accurate. The first towards the end of the classic series that they started exploring characters more, especially with what they had planned for the Sixth Doctor before Michael Grade forced the producers to fire Colin Baker, and what they did with the not sterile. Not stale. Doctor Who will never be stale. Sterile, definitely sterile. Uh, yeah, it's. I don't know if sterile is the right word, but like, I think the best example of this would be how what's the episode immediately after Earthshock? Time Flight. Time Flight deals with the Doctor's reaction to Adric's death. Adric's death at the end of. I've just realised I've just spoiled Earthshock for those of you who haven't seen it. Oh well. Adric's death at the end of Earthshock is. It's portrayed as absolutely devastating in Earthshock. But at the start of Time Flight, which is it is immediately later. The start of Time Flight that just kind of, oh well, which the classic series didn't really deal with the characters' emotions much, which again towards the later end of the classic series with what they had planned for the Sixth Doctor before they let before Colin Baker was forced to leave, and especially for the Seventh Doctor in Ace, like the Seventh Doctor in Ace is dynamic. I love the Seventh Doctor in Ace's dynamic. When the classic series really did deal with a character's emotions and stuff, like with Ace's character arc, it's amazing, but it didn't do that often. Yeah, it's not that the Doctor didn't have. It's not that the Doctor didn't have emotions in the classic series. It's just that the show really didn't address how things affected any of the characters beyond the confines of just the one episode or just the serial. So Adric's death in Earthshock is portrayed as completely devastating, but then the start of Time Flight, which is supposed to be about 5 minutes later, they just kind of don't tell me to go back there again, and then just move on. They just move on. And it sounds like I'm kind of knocking the classic series on that, but I really do love the classic series. I just hate that it didn't really let things affect the characters beyond the serials that it happened in until like much later with the Seventh Doctor era. I don't know if I've explained myself there well. I'm gonna have to scroll back up at the chat again. I'm gonna have to scroll back up at the chat again. It's okay, Dragon. If you want me to change the subject from Doctor Who to something else, I can just ask questions if you want me to change the topic. I can talk about anything, really. Hi, Satan's daughter. I'm glad someone as high profile as Satan's daughter could make it. Were my parents into Doctor Who? My parents were, but not to the extent that I am. My dad did watch during the Fourth Doctor era, towards the end and of the Fourth Doctor era, and actually my granny used to watch in the 60s with the First Doctor. Talia's asked what's the hardest type of character for me to play. I guess I'm not 100% if my robot character was a Kudere or not. I did put Kudere in the tags for that one, but yeah, I would say Kuderes because it's hard to like play a Kudere while, because you don't want to just kind of completely go off as a robot like this. You want to get a little bit of emotion in there, but like not so much that it's not a Kudere anymore. Like that, it's really hard to get a balance with them. So yeah, I would say Kuderes are, especially when that one was an improv video. Kuderes are, that Kudere video was difficult. The Project Artemis, the robot who I think is maybe a Kudere. I put Kudere in the tags for that one, but I don't know. Scrolling down back for the chat. Hi Mango. Hi Rena. Ahoy Rena. Ahoy Rena. Thank you. Hopefully you haven't left yet. To hear me say hi. Hi King. Hi Rebecca. Hi Rebecca. Thank you. Yeah, Tom Baker is great. Hi Neko. I have considered doing a Bacadere. I love Bacaderes. But I think I'd have to use someone else's script for a Bacadere. I had one idea of a Bacadere alien accidentally crash lands near you, but I think I'd have to at least use somebody else's Bacadere script to at least get a feel for how to play one before I go and do any of my own for them. If you know any good Bacadere scripts, send me some on Discord. I'd love to do one. I really, Baka dairies are one of my favorite dairy types. Uh, I, please, if you know any, yeah, I'd love to do a Baka dairy, but I just think I'd have to do somebody else's a Baka dairy script written by someone else to get a feel for it before I do somebody else's, before I do one of my own. Sorry. Duel's favorite Doctor is still David Tennant, mainly because he was your first, and you'll fight for that man every day of the week. David Tennant, I'd say David Tennant is. This is kind of a meaningless distinction for people who didn't grow up with the show. But I would say David Tennant is not my favourite Doctor, but he's my Doctor. If that distinction makes any sense. I think if that distinction makes any sense, like he's the one I grew up with. He's the one I grew up with. He's very much the version of the Doctor who defines what the Doctor should be for me. But he's not my favourite anymore, if that makes any sense. I'm sorry if I'm just rambling at this point. But yeah, my favourite version of the Doctor is the seventh Doctor. Well, joint between the seventh Doctor and the eighth Doctor. I would say the eighth Doctor is the one I would. If any version of the Doctor, if I could choose any to go and travel with any version of the Doctor, I would choose the eighth Doctor. But I also really like especially what the expanded universe stuff, but also what some of the show did with the seventh Doctor, because the seventh Doctor is easily one of the darkest mainline Doctors. He's easily the darkest mainline Doctor. There are a couple non-canon Unbound Doctors that I would say are darker than the seventh Doctor, such as the full Fathom 5 Doctor, the alternate timeline Time Lord Victorious 10th Doctor, but anyway, I'll move on to Dowdow's question of, aren't Bacadères the same as Sundays? No, a Bacadère is sort of the best way to describe a Bacadère is what a tsundere thinks their beloved is. Like, they're kind of clumsy. I don't want to be mean, but stupid. That sounds too mean. But like clumsy, oblivious. Clumsy. I'm trying to think of a better word that it doesn't come off as so mean. Yeah, brain empty, derpy kinds of characters. Yeah, thank you, Crystal. Yeah, lovable idiot. I love lovable idiot. Yeah. Yeah, a lovable idiot is the best way to describe a Bacadere. Thank you, Faye, and thank you, Crystal. Yeah. Maybe I'll do a derpy himbo, Rebecca. I'm not sure. Does the Doctor have a PhD? Yes, he has one from Glasgow University, but he graduated in the wrong century. Yeah. The the amount of yeah sorry there are a lot of dairy types. There are a lot of dairy types, and some of them, I would say most dairy types are like subcategories of like the main, put air quotes around the main ones, which would be Dandere, Yandere, Sundere. I do have a lot of water. I started the stream with 4 750 milliliter bottles. I've got a lot of water. Welcome back, Casey. Hi, Tessa. Hi. But yeah, there are a lot of dairy types, and most of them, I would say, come under the main, air quotes, main dairy types, which would be Dandere, Yandere, Tsundere, Kudere, Dairy. And then I would say most other, not all of the other ones, but most of the other ones are either combinations or subcategories of the other ones, those ones. Lots of dairies. Yeah. What else can I say? What else can I talk about? Dairy is kind of like the original dairy type. It's very what do you know what moe is? They're sort of the dairies are kind of basically, I'm not 100% sure on this, but I think dairy is it's something like, it's Japanese for something like lovey-dovey. They're kind of just bubbly, cutesy type characters. Who's my favorite Doctor? Sylvester. Sylvester. I would say it's joint between Sylvester McCoy's Seventh Doctor and Paul McGann's Eighth Doctor. I really like what I kind of went into a bit of a rant about how much about why I like the Seventh Doctor earlier, because he's one of. But I suppose I'll go into the a bit more about why I like the Eighth Doctor. That's just, he's kind of like, the Eighth Doctor is kind of like the breath of fresh air between a dark manipulative Seventh Doctor and war crimes War Doctor, and I really like that kind of breath of fresh air exists between the two. Even if the War Doctor, even in alternate versions of the timeline where the War Doctor doesn't exist and it's just 8th into 9th, there's still like, there's a sort of tragedy to the 8th Doctor, like being the one that has to go through the Time War. There is a sort of tragedy to the Eighth Doctor when he has to be the one, and also Paul McGann's just a brilliant actor in general. I really love Paul McGann in the Eighth Doctor radio plays. where was I in the chat? What's the hardest accent I've had to do in the audio? The one I did in the Werewolf Brother audio was sounded really good. Thank you, thank you. I would say, I'd say the hardest one that I've had to learn, was the original, like, one I did for William, which was like way back ages ago, which was just a regular general American accent. I don't have so much. I don't find it difficult to do anymore. But I hadn't learned to do an accent before that. That was my first ever attempt at doing another accent properly. So it was probably the hardest one to learn. So I'd maybe go with that one. But generally, once I've learned an accent, I can slip. Not so much slip into them. I do need to build up to them. I need to say a few things to kind of build up into them, but I can kind of go into them on command. They're easy enough to do once I know how to do them. Like that. Like that. So once I know how to do them. Thank you, Crystal. Once I know how to do them, I can go into them fairly easily. It's just learning to do them that's difficult. It's okay, Dodo. You don't really need to know most of the dairy types. You don't really you just need to know the ones that you personally like, and just from there, I suppose. Yeah. Bye, Ruby. If I had a chance if I had a chance to be the Doctor, I would absolutely take a chat, even if it's not one of the mainline Doctors and it's just an Unbound Doctor or one of the Timeless Child Doctors. I would 100% take that opportunity. I would love that being the Doctor would be a childhood dream. That is a childhood dream of mine. I would love to be the Doctor in anything. I would just love to be the Doctor in anything. That said, if I was given the choice between being the Doctor and being the Master just looks like it's a lot more fun to be. I would choose being the Master over the Doctor anytime. I would choose because every actor to have ever played the Master in anything looks like they're having the time of their lives. Their life. So yeah, I would. If I was offered to, yeah, yeah, what do I do when I have an idea and can't translate it well to a script? I just kind of let those ideas sit in my head for a while, or maybe I'll give them to someone else sometimes. If I can't translate it well, or maybe I'll do it as an improv. But to do it as an improv, I really need a very clear idea of what I want it to be in my head. Yeah. I just kind of let ideas that I can't translate well to scripts sit in the back of my mind. So yeah. Um. Hi Amethyst. Hi. If you published the book you're writing, would I read it? Maybe. What's it about? What's it about? Um. Yeah. What's it about? Uh. Sorry if I'm just being silent. I don't want to. Uh, I don't want to bore you, but Chrome with a Crow monster that takes them to this carnival and then uses magic to force them to be happy. Ooh, ooh, yeah. I'd read that. Yeah, I'd read that. I really like it when that kind of mind control, like not mind control, but like emotional control is explored in High Salad, High Salad, or or that tweet was ages ago, so I don't remember if it's still relevant. But Veggies VA, you're still called that on my Discord server, by the way. Uh, High Salad. High Salad. I'm glad you could make it. I'm glad you could make it, Salad. Uh, yeah, I changed your name on my Discord server to. Thank you, Salad. I'm slowly catching up to that massive growth spurt your channel had ages ago. Slowly catching up to it. uh, Slowly catching up to it. Welcome back, welcome back again, Casey. Welcome back again. If you have anything, again, I don't really want to bore any of you with just stuttering and talking about how it's hard to think of things to talk about all the time. So if you do have any more questions, please keep them coming. Uh, and if uh, uh, it's okay, Casey. It's fine. You don't need to worry about. Uh, yeah. Yeah, I don't really worry about the numbers either, Salad. But it's still nice. It's still amazing. I'm still, not baffled, but I'm still like, bamboozled by like just how fast you exploded. Salad. It's not. It's Do I like painting? I'm not really a. I don't really do a lot of. I don't really do a lot of like art. Obviously, obviously, like this channel is art, but I don't do like art. If that makes sense. Yeah, I don't. Okay, Salad has a Doctor Who question. Who is the best Doctor, and why is it? Uh, and why is it Sylvester McCoy? The best Doctor is Sylvester McCoy. Yes. Yeah, the best Doctor is Sylvester McCoy because I really like the. I've just realised I adjusted my gain and I haven't checked if I'm peaking now. Everything seems. I'll turn it down a bit more. Should be fine. But yeah, Sylvester McCoy is the best Doctor because I really like that the dark, manipulative take on the character because it's not what you'd expect from the Doctor. So I'm sorry, Dow. I'm sorry. But I had to do it. I had to do it. I had to do it. I'm sorry about destroying your eardrums. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry that I had to do it. I had to do it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, my favorite Doctor is Sylvester McCoy because I really like the more dark, manipulative take on the character. We do not need an apology jar, Casey. We do not need an apology jar. We do not need an apology jar. um, if I had an apology jar, I'd be bankrupt within a week. We do not need one. But yeah, Sylvester McCoy is the best Doctor because I really like the more dark manipulative take the writers had in that era that definitely got carried on into the expanded universe with the Seventh Doctor. Because it gives him a very different dynamic with his character, with his companions, where his companions, I don't really know how to describe the dynamic we had, especially with Ace, who is my favorite companion ever. But moving on from that, from Salad asking me why the best Doctor, who my favorite Doctor is, and why it's Sylvester McCoy. What's my favorite dairy type to voice? I have a lot of fun doing. I have a lot of fun doing Dandares, because I can put a lot of my natural shy, stuttery energy into that. But yeah. Yeah. What's my favorite type of book? Sci-fi. I like sci-fi a lot. Yeah. Matt Smith. Matt Smith was a great Doctor, but he's just not as good as Sylvester McCoy. Matt Smith is some. I don't like listing the Doctors, like ranking them, because the rankings change a lot depending on how I'm feeling. But Matt Smith is probably somewhere about the middle of my list. That's not to say that he's not great. It's just there are a lot of great Doctors. Yeah, and would I accept fan art? I absolutely would accept fan art. I love fan art. I, I absolutely would accept fan art. Please, yeah. Send it to either. If you have fan art for me, send it to either my Twitter or my email. Please, I love fan art. Please. Again, I'm sorry about the ears, Dow. I'm sorry. Meet you at the playground with my best Pokemon. I'll do you one better. Are you sure you want to Pokemon battle me? Because even though I don't have a team ready, I used to play competitively. I used to be part of a competitive Pokemon group chat. And not to brag, but I was fairly good. Pokemon Showdown, random battle after the stream. Salad. Pokemon Showdown battle. Pokemon Showdown Gen 8 random battle after the stream. Bring it. Come on. Off topic. Do I plan on doing doing another Minecraft stream? I was asked this early. Did I say hi to you, Mel, when you joined? Did I say hi to you? If I didn't say hi, hi. But do I plan to do another Minecraft stream? Not. I don't have any particular plans for any YouTube Minecraft streams. But I was thinking of maybe setting up a Twitch and doing semi-regular gaming streams over there, but I'm not 100% sure yet. If I don't do that, I'll do another Minecraft stream for 4K. But yeah, I don't have any particular plans for another Minecraft stream at the moment. If I do set up the Twitch, I'll probably do a Minecraft stream at some point. But yeah, do I hear? I'm not adorable, Casey. I'm not adorable. I'm not adorable. Not adorable. Cats, dogs, or ferrets. I'm going to say dogs for that. I love dogs. I've always loved dogs. It's always going to be dogs. Pokemon Go. I never really got into Pokemon Go. I just played the main Pokemon games competitively. A few I haven't played it in a long while. But around about XY and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, I was part of a competitive Pokemon group chat. And I was fairly good. And a couple days ago, I did log into Pokemon Showdown. I did log into Pokemon Showdown a couple days ago and did a couple random battles, which basically random battles randomly they sort of Pokemon Showdown. If you don't know, Pokemon Showdown is basically a Pokemon battle simulator, and a random battle just generates a completely random team. And I did a couple of those a couple days ago, which it was fun coming back to Pokemon, semi-competitive Pokemon after not doing it for a few years. So yeah, Salad. After the stream, Pokemon Showdown. You and me. It can't generate a Magikarp with Hyper Beam. It can only generate like teams that would actually be possible. It can only generate random teams that would actually be possible. But yeah, any more? Does anyone else have any more questions? I really should prepare what I want to talk about for these, shouldn't I? Actually, let me check Magikarp's moveset quickly. I'm pretty sure it can learn some moves through breeding. By leveling up, it can only learn Splash, but Magikarp moveset. It can also learn Tackle at level 15 and Flail at level 25. And it can learn Bounce by TM, Hydro Pump by technical records in Sword and Shield, but I haven't played Sword and Shield yet. So it does have a couple moves other than Splash. Which tab was the... that there it is. Favorite dessert? I don't really have a favorite dessert, but I usually like desserts that like pair something hot with something cold, like brownies with ice cream. That's usually nice. Thank you, Salad. I'm trying my best to wing it, and I think I am getting a little bit better at doing these. But I still need to think. I still struggle to think of topics on the fly. Sorry. Bison, thank you for coming. I'll probably wrap this up in about half an hour anyway. Maybe. I don't know. Todoroki vibes much. Hi Breaker. Is chocolate. I've never actually tried a cheesecake before. Yeah. I've never actually tried a cheesecake before. What else can I talk about? Casey. I've never tried a cheesecake before. I'm sorry. I mentioned that in the chat of one of Briar's streams, and Briar does agree that we need to fix that, but she also said that I need to wait until I can find a good cheesecake, and she also said I need to wait until I can find a good cheesecake, and that my first cheesecake shouldn't just be a random cheesecake. Yeah. What else can I talk about? Maybe I could get someone to bake it, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Salad apparently agrees with Briar that I need to get a good cheesecake. Is there anything else I can talk about? Think. I could ramble on about more semi-controversial Doctor Who opinions I have, if any of you are still interested in hearing me ramble about it. Here's a controversial Doctor Who opinion. Opinion on mushrooms. Opinions on mushrooms. As a kid, I didn't really like them much. I can kind of just ignore mushrooms now. I don't have really any opinion on them. Um, you, Casey, you're welcome to the Doctor Who fandom. Welcome. Uh, I hope I haven't turned you off with my rambling about it. Um, but welcome. Yeah. How are you enjoying it so far, Casey? Yeah, how are you enjoying it so far? Yeah, how are you enjoying it so far? How far into it are you? Uh, um, yeah, how far into are you, Casey? Uh, I'm glad you love the show too, Breaker. I can actually got into it due to a bit of involving the Emmys and the Dark Crystal. So far I'm loving it. The Titanic episode. And that one's probably my favorite Christmas special. Yeah, which means you're just about to get into series 3, which series 3 is great. Ah, ah. Casey, I don't know if you follow me on Twitter or anything, but when you get to the episode called Utopia, and you get to the ending of, yeah, I'm not going to spoil it. When you get to Blink and Utopia, let me know what you think of those two episodes. I'm not going to spoil it. When you get to those two episodes, I'm not going to spoil what happens in either of them. When you get to those ones, let me know what you think of them. Uh, yeah, Blink and Utopia. When you get to those two, let me know. I'll put my Twitter tag in the chat right now. I simply full screen. My tag is underscore audio. Yeah. When you get to those two episodes, let me know what you think. I love those two. My tag. Ah, okay. If you don't want to reveal your real name to me or anything, I, if you don't want to reveal that to me or anything, that's okay. Uh, my wanting to see your opinions on those two episodes isn't so important that wouldn't want you to make you uncomfortable. But if you're okay with showing me your real name, please do. I love hearing what people think of those two episodes on their first watch through. Uh, 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 Hi Zyx. Hi Zyx. I'm glad you could make it. Is it ZX or Zyx? I don't want to go around pronouncing everyone's names wrong. But yeah. but yeah, those two episodes, Blink and Utopia, I love those two. Uh, um, I've never watched Baywatch, so I wouldn't have been able to tell that you were named after a Baywatch character. Sorry that my throat's starting to get sore. I'll probably wrap it up in about 20 or so minutes. Because I've been talking a lot. Yeah, please let me know about those two episodes. Yeah, I love those two episodes. What else can I talk about? Controversial Doctor Who opinion. If nobody in the chat objects, if no another controver. I think remember if nobody in the chat objects, I'll give another controversial Doctor Who opinion. Okay. If one of the most popular one of the most popular Doctor Who serials of all time, Genesis of the Daleks. It's good. I do like Genesis of the Daleks, but I think it's very overhyped. It is very overhyped. I don't even think it's the best. I don't think it's the best Dalek serial. I don't even think it's the best. Oh my god! Thank you, Zyx. Thank you. I, I, um, uh, um, 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 uh, I'm sorry, I don't know what currency that is, but um, thank you. I, 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 um, um, uh, thank you. Um, thank you. Um, 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 uh, 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 um, thank you. I'm sorry. That was really unexpected. I'm sorry that I just broke there. Um, I'm sorry that I just broke there. Um, I'm sorry that I just broke there. Sorry. That was really unexpected. Thank you. Yeah, I'm good now. That was really unexpected. Just thank you. Yeah. I think I'm okay now. I'm sorry that I just broke there. Um, but what was I talking about? Genesis of the Daleks. Yeah, I don't even think Genesis of the Daleks is. Yeah. I don't even think Genesis of the Daleks is the best classic series Dalek story. It is very overhyped. It is very overhyped. Genesis of the Daleks. I would say Remembrance of the Daleks is my favorite classic series Dalek story. And I just love the Dalek Civil War stuff that went on in the 80s serials as well. Bye, Breaker. I'm glad you could stop by. I'm just um but yeah, Zyx just completely broke me there. Yeah, yeah, Zyx just completely broke me there. Yeah. But what do I talk about now? Yeah. What do I talk about now? Yeah, Bybreaker. I think what do I talk about now? Think. What do I talk about now? I'm sorry that I don't know what to talk about. Uh, what I'm sorry that I don't know what to talk about. Um, um, yeah. I'm sorry that I'm just going. Please, give me stuff to talk about. I would happily accept a group hug. Casey. Yeah. Oh, best moments of K9. Best moments of K9. Ooh. I think it's the Armageddon factor. Actually, no. Best moments of K9. 100% K9 Mark III's sacrifice at the end of school reunion in the 10th Doctor episode. Yeah. K9 Mark III's sacrifice at the end of that 10th Doctor episode with him. That is the number one of all time K9 moment. It's yeah. I know how much it is, Dodo. It converts in the chat window, but the fact that anyone would spend money on me at all is just yeah. The fact that anyone would spend money on me at all just it. Hi apathy. Hi apathy. Oh my god. Thank you, Zyx. Please. Thank you, Zyx. Uh, please, thank you. But please, you don't have to though. You don't have to though, Zyx. You you don't have to. Um, but hi, Faye using Apathy's account. Yeah, I was a little more prepared for it after it happened the first time. Uh, the first time was just so completely unexpected, and yeah, I don't think I'm gonna break this time. Uh, uh, Thank you, Zyx. Thank you. yeah. If you want to break me like that again, you're gonna have to. Well, not Faye using Apathy's account. Account. You completely missed me break after receiving a donation. Uh, yeah. You missed me just completely stop mid sentence and break because of a donation. Uh, yeah. Um. Uh. What? So does anyone have any more questions or anything? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay, Angeli. My breathing's kind of heavy for a few reasons. I normally breathe kind of heavy anyway, but uh, especially right now because of pollen, hay fever and stuff. But I'm okay. Yeah, my breathing's usually kind of heavy anyway. Uh, um, thank you, Dragon. Thank you. Uh, I'll hopefully feel better. So I'm not feeling even particularly bad. It's just a bit of a stuffy nose at the moment because of hay fever. But it's fine. I'll be fine. Uh, I buy Zyx. Yeah. I buy KC. Yeah. If everyone's leaving right now, I'll probably wrap it up in on the hour. So yeah. Yeah. I'll probably wrap it up on the hour. Uh, uh, so I'll give it another 5 minutes and then end everything. Uh, hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Bye, Casey. I'm glad you could make it and stay for most of the stream. You don't have to donate Dow Dow. You don't have to. You don't have to. Just you being here is enough to make me happy, Dow Dow. My birthday's in May. My birthday's in May. Uh, my birthday's in May. Uh, yeah. Thank you, Meow. Yeah, the cat boy and dog boy one. Yeah, that one was fun to do. I don't think Aces would admit that he also thought it was fun to do, but he definitely had fun doing it as well. uh, yes, and uh, so yeah. What else can I talk about for the last 5 minutes of the stream? Yes, I am a Mayflower. Uh, what else can I talk about for the last 5 minutes? Uh, um, uh, does anyone have any questions or? Uh, I really should make a list of things that I could maybe talk about when I can't think of anything. I'm not great at, especially towards the end of these streams where I'm starting to get a bit tired and stuff. Yeah, I'm okay, Lotus. I'm okay. I really am okay. What's my favorite Scottish castle? The Otter Castle. Hi, Lotus. Sorry if I didn't say hi to you earlier. If you said anything. But yeah, my favorite Scottish castle is the Otter. That was a brilliant one. Yeah, I really like the older cat style, like medieval ones, as opposed to like 18th century style, 17th 18th century style palaces type castles. Um, yeah. Uh, but yeah, I really am okay right now. I've do I know any languages? Well, I do have a bit of a Scottish Gaelic. I do have a bit of Scottish Gaelic, and I've also got French and Czech added to my Duolingo at the moment. Uh, yeah, uh, yeah. I added French. I'm not sure why I added French. I think I just added a random one because I needed a few extra points to push me up in a league on Duolingo, and then I just kept doing it. And then I added Czech to it. I added Czech to it because Renatka VA convinced me to start learning Czech somehow. Yeah. Um, there, deep breaths. I'm okay, Lotus. I'm fine. I'm happy that you're concerned about the fact that I'm breathing really heavily, but I'm fine. I'm fine. Uh, so I think I'll end up. I'll end the stream here. So thank you all for coming. Thank you all. Yeah, it is a lot of water. I started with 3 liters. But yeah, thank you all for coming. I'm gonna end up here. I'm gonna end up the stream here. Goodbye, everyone, and good night. I'm probably gonna go to sleep in like 5 minutes after I end this. So yeah, good night and goodbye. Thank you all for coming, and I'll end it here. Okay.